Hey, what's up, guys? Doing a quick review for a movie I just checked out called Nighty Night from a New Wave Video. And this came out in 1986, and I've really been hyped about all the New Wave Video releases. I think Rubber's Lover was their first one, and then Strange Circus, and this is number three, and Noriko's Dinner Table was number four, and that's all I got right now. But Visitor Q is coming. I got that on pre-order, which I'm hyped for. But back to this movie here. So I knew nothing about this really before I bought it. I just heard it was an Asian anthology movie, and that's all I really had to know because there ain't a whole lot of Asian anthology movies out there. I could really only think of like Three Extremes, Phobia from Thailand. That's literally it from the top of my head. I don't know of many anthologies from Asia. I'm sure there's a ton of them. I just don't know a lot of them. But this one made 1986, and there's four stories in it. The first one is called Birthday Cocktail, and it was pretty interesting. It gave me kind of like guinea pig vibes to it a little bit. A couple of these stories gave me some guinea pig vibes, but especially the first one. So essentially there's a birthday party going on, and this girl starts eating before everyone else, and then they start forcing food down her mouth essentially, and she ends up dying, and chaos just kind of ensues from there. I don't want to give too much away, but it was maybe, I think it was like a 19-minute story, and it was a pretty good start. And the second one, it was like barely a story. It went so quick. It's called like Out the Window, and there was some cool shots to it, but I don't even know if it was 5 minutes long. So it was kind of just a tease, and almost not even, I don't really have any feeling about the second story. It just kind of came and went. But the third one, it's called Survival Game, and this lady, she gets a package in the mail, and it's a computer game called Survival Game, and essentially she boots it up, and it says you have to kill this monster, and every hour this monster gets stronger. And it sounds ridiculous, but when you see the effects of this monster, it's awesome. It's stop motion, the monster, but it's actually like freaky looking. It has this like spider cricket body, and trying to get a good close up on that, but it has this human head, and the human head is pretty creepy looking, and really strong effects on that for how low budget and lo-fi this movie was. It kind of shocked me, and that was a really good story, probably the best of the first three. But my favorite story is definitely the fourth one. It was called Cinderella, and this girl, every day at 9 o'clock p.m., she grows like a double face, a triple face, like there'll be a mouth coming out of her cheek and multiple eyes, and it ends up going away, and then she wants to date this guy, and she ends up going out with this guy, and more insanity ensues. Awesome body horror effects. Like, it's my favorite story just on the effects alone. Like, it rivals that Tales from the Crypt episode, Lower Birth, where you see the Crypt Keeper's mom, where she has like double faces and more facial features than it's normal. It has that kind of feel and effect to it, but kind of like a guinea pig vibe to it, like an Asian guinea pig version of that Tales from the Crypt episode, effect-wise. But it was only an hour, 15 minutes. But I do want to say, if you're thinking about getting this movie, the quality is awful on it. But if you watch the special features, which I highly recommend if you get this, watching the special features, because there's a 30-minute retrospective documentary interviewing the director and stuff that's really informative and kind of gives you more insight onto this movie. But I really like, there's this special feature, it's like 8 minutes long, from this guy named, I want to say it's Lachlan Saley. He's an Australian YouTuber, and I've never been more jealous of somebody's collection than when I seen just a section of his collection in this special feature. But he kind of preserves all these old, forgotten Japanese or Asian films in general, and he has a YouTube channel that I checked out, and I'll try to remember to post his YouTube channel in the description, but if not, hopefully he's listening or something and he could post it, because it's a awesome YouTube channel. He has so many Asian horror movies I've never even heard of that are kind of like this quality wise that I'm super interested in. And he said there's thousands of movies like this that just never got any love and kind of got lost to obscurity and are only on like VHS that never got discovered. And so it's really cool that this is one of them that got discovered, because really enjoyed it. And if you're an Asian fan, I highly recommend it, just for the story behind it, what it came to make this, to get it out there, and just to show support, because I really want more titles like this. I want more hidden gems, straight to VHS quality Asian movies like this. And I know Visual Vengeance is putting out Cyclops, which is another movie like this that I've heard of that I've never seen. So this is like the golden age. If you're an Asian movie fan, you got every company releasing Asian titles. You got Error 44 that's releasing bangers, and now you got this brand new label, New Wave Video, which is releasing even bigger bangers. Like they release every movie they released so far, I've been a huge fan of. So I'm really looking forward to what they do next. But be warned, the transfer of this is a bad VHS quality transfer. It doesn't look HD whatsoever. Very soft, very hazy. But it adds to the dreamlike quality of this film. But the writing is bad on it. But what do you expect? That could be a translation issue. I don't know. But the effects are top notch. This feels like a Tales from the Dark Side episodes put together, because especially the computer game episode, there was an episode of Tales from the Dark Side that dealt with a computer like that, and it had a very similar vibe. But even the soundtrack sounded very lo-fi, Tales from the Dark Side like, and the director said he was influenced by Twilight Zone, the movie, but I see more Tales from the Dark Side kind of vibes in this. But this is the same price as any other boutique label release. I think it's like, what, $26 or something, and I got it from Diabolic. They still have some copies on there, but some of New Wave's titles sell out quick, so if you are interested, I would recommend picking it up sooner than later. Slipcover is really high quality and awesome. Good special features. Came with a booklet. I ain't read the booklet yet. Reversible cover, but I highly recommend this if you're an Asian fan. And I highly recommend New Wave Video and that Lachlan Saley's YouTube channel. So I give this movie props for just opening myself up to that YouTube channel in general, because there's a ton of shit on there I want to see. So definitely check his channel out, check this movie out, and check New Wave Video out, because they're releasing a Takashi Miike film I've never seen called Visitor Q, and I'm really hyped for that one. And I'm hoping maybe they'll release Gozu from Takashi Miike. That'd be really cool. But yeah, I'll have another review for the other New Wave titles coming, because I'm going to watch Noriko's Dinner Table soon too, so I'll drop a review for that. But awesome movie. Highly recommend. Anyways, guys, peace.